Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be working on I can use double facts to help solve double plus one facts. So we're going to get into this. I want you to double check. You can go and get your class materials. You always have to have your class materials just because it will help you navigate through the lesson a little bit easier. So in this instance, from here on out, we're going to look at numbers because we've been working with place value for quite some time. You're going to look through the numbers, and then the first number you're going to create today is 89. 89 is your first number. And then right after you create it, you're going to go in with your learning coach and you're going to see what happens if you take away 10 more. You're going to subtract 10 away from 89. Ultimately, let's see what happens. So I want you to first come up with the 89. So you're gonna start there, and then you have to pause the video and then come back and then take 10 away and see what happens. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Okay, so I went in and I made 8 10s and 9 1s to signify 89. Now, what happens if you take away, you subtract 110? Let's see what happens. So I'm going to subtract this 110. Let's count again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 70, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. So we just made it 10 less. So 79 is 10 less than 89. What I want you to do right now is pause and work the next one out with your learning coach. Your first number is going to be 78. And then you're going to see what happens if you add 10 more to 78. So pause and work this out with your learning coach, and then we're going to move on. Okay, so now we're back and we're looking at our hundreds chart, our hundreds, tens, and ones chart. And we are going to add these two numbers together. This first number is what? 4. So we have 4 plus 6, right? 2, 4, 6. Okay, so when we add those together, what happens? What's going to happen? Well, if we put them all together, oops. We put them all together, let's see what happens. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, can the 10 stick now, stay in the ones? Well, what happens to the 10 stick? Where does it go? If you said that we had to get rid of this because of the fact that now it's a 10 stick, it would go over here into the tens place, and then we'd have nothing left in the ones. Completely done. The ones are empty because we made a 10 stick. We moved all of our ones cubes over to the tens. Okay, let's keep moving along. So again, we're looking at doubles plus 1 and doubles plus 2. In this instance, you're going to look through the spiral review and you're going to work this out with your learning coach. If you need to use your whiteboard, please do so. Okay. And if there's anything you need help with, please ask your learning coach. Pause and we'll keep moving forward. The next equation we talked about in class we talked about showing the equation. Remember, the first dot we have here in our number line. And after we do our number lines in first grade, they sometimes show up in second grade, but a lot of times they don't. So we need to learn how to count on. This is the point of the number line. So the first dot here signifies the first number in our number sentence, okay? So we're going to take that number, that 8, we're going to grab it because we have to remember the number 8, okay? And then you're going to put that number in your head and you need to count on. So again, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, how many did you count on from? 9, 10, 11, 12. Pause and then work it out with your learning coach. Here is our direct instruction. So as a learning coach, if you need more instruction on working a little bit deeper with this, the solve and share, then you can pause the video and work through this, or if not, you just keep moving on. Here is already knowing those doubles, again, +1. So again, this is the importance of the doubles, is because if you know 6 plus 6, then you know 12. And if it's 6 plus 7, what's 1 more than 12? So it's a different way of looking at adding. Pause and you can work this out with your learning coach. You can talk it through with your student. Here is another detailed version. So pause and look through this. Then we have our guided instructions. So what they are doing here on the left is you're working out the doubles, and then you're going into adding one more onto that. So again, it's showcasing that if you know your doubles, then it will help you understand one more. So if you'd like to, you can have your child also put this in the 10s and 1s. Place value chart makes it a little bit easier so they can see the transition of when it starts to transfer over to the 10s spot. So pause and work this out with your student. Again, pause and work it out with your student. Here in this equation, again, you're writing those equations. You're going to look through and just add it into the equation. The significant vocabulary in here is in all. So again, it's talking with your child about what the meaning of in all. Is it addition? So addition or subtraction? Pause and work it out with your learning coach. Here's your exit ticket. This is the last one other than our flex time. So pause and work out with your learning coach. There you go. You have your exit. You have your flex your brain. So if you want to challenge yourself and see a little bit differently, you can keep moving forward. So pause and work it out with your learning coach. Pause and work with the learning coach. Awesome job. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you in your next video. Bye, guys.